Welcome to some live food delivery ride along. We're also going to be doing an Ask Me Anything about any sort of side hustle questions that you have. My name is Craig. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, and so we appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as you come on in, and especially if you're watching this on replay, we appreciate you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe. That way you will be live when we go live, because as much fun as these streams are when you're watching them on replay, they're that much more fun if you can be here live with us. Good evening to you, Plain Sharks. I literally just got in the car, turned all the apps on, so we're going to start heading to wherever we can try to find some stuff. I am doing well. I've done a couple of, I did one DoorDash, I did one Zifty catering, and then I had one canceled DoorDash on me today. So that's what I've done. And all in all, we're at about like $60 for the day for delivering two things. So not too bad. I have 2 catering orders already lined up for tomorrow. I have a breakfast at 7:30 for $22.50, and then I have a $50 lunch one. So I am pretty happy about all of that. And so we're just gonna go see what we can find on a normal, boring Tuesday night. Got lots of traffic going by, so we're gonna have to wait our turn and be patient. We got a new video up on this channel about how to stay mentally strong even while you're in debt, and some of the things that have been helping me and can maybe help other people who are struggling through debt. And honestly, it's more than just debt. If you're just struggling with kind of anything, I think the tips will be helpful for things that are just not going the way that you want. I don't think we're going to be going anywhere for a quick little minute here, because there's a lot of cars coming by. I'm gonna get my headphones on. We'll see if there's any sort of good Instacart-y things going on as well. So, how are you doing today, Plain Sharks? That is the question I have for you. I feel like it's staying lighter a little bit longer. I feel like we're starting to, I know it's only 5:15, but it's like, it doesn't even look like it's quite sunset time yet. So I am super excited about that. Milky, how's it going? Good evening to you. We're out here in Florida, gonna do some supper food delivery ride along. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. X79, good evening to you. Good evening to all you guys coming on the room. Please hit that like and that subscribe button. This is A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life, mentally, socially, emotionally, physically, financially, all those areas. We're here to help you with all that. We've got tons of long form content on the channel. I know a lot of you are in here and you're kind of just scrolling through the live feed, and that's totally awesome. We appreciate that. But if you're looking for some depth of things, we have that sort of stuff for you guys as well. Absolutely. There's lots of negative things in life, and sometimes we have to overcome those things, but I'm here to overcome things together with you guys. So appreciate it. Thank you for the sub, X79. Let's see, new information. All right, thank you, Milky, for the sub as well. Turning off your apps right now. So I got my chicken broth. I'm currently going through a liquid fast. That's what I'm doing. I'm also documenting all that on the channel. It's going to be a long form video. It's going to come out here in a couple weeks. I'm on day 9. Days 1 through 6 were water only, and days 7 and beyond has been with liquid. So like beef broth, juice, chicken broth. This tonight is chicken broth, actually. So, gonna go look for a car. Go find him a Ferrari, Plain Sharks. Go for a Tornado Garden. Good evening to you. Thank you for smashing that like button. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's set a couple of goals tonight. I know our membership goal is 5 more members. We're going to try to get back to that 20 member mark. So you can become a member for as basically like $2 a month, $5 a month, or $25 a month. You can pick whatever tier that works for you, and all the money that I'm gaining from YouTube, from memberships, from super chats, from AdSense revenue, all that money is going towards saving for a second family car for my family. I'm currently driving 2004 Pontiac Vibe, so that's the cause that you're supporting. All right, so not a Ferrari. Ford. We'll just go Ford. It also starts with an F. So, yeah, so we're just gonna head. We're not kind of in the best area for orders, but it was 5:15. It's like, I'm gonna get the apps on. I don't necessarily Fiat. That also works. Yeah. Are there other F car companies? That's what I was thinking. Like, the first one that came on is BMW. Like, that's definitely not them. Definitely not BMW. Ford, Fiat, Ferrari. I don't know if there's anything else. So we're gonna just see. I don't really have high expectations, but you know, if there's something good and we find something we like, I got my eye on an Instacart here. It's $10 for 3 miles for like 2 items from Fresh Market. It's nothing crazy, but we're a little far away from Fresh Market. But if I make it all the way down, to our main strip and the order's still there and we haven't gotten anything else on, you know, UberEats, DoorDash, any of those, then I might take it. Oh, and someone just took it instead. So it's an okay order, nothing crazy. If it was like 15, 16, I would have grabbed it, but just for 10, it's kind of a crapshoot. We might get something way better than that. We might not see anything better than that at all. Just notice there's an accident heading the other direction. It's backing up traffic massively going the other way. So I am going to keep that in mind. Anytime you get like some free information when you're driving around about like, hey, there's traffic here, like that backup is going to cost, that's at least 20 minutes. So I need to be making sure when I accept an order that I'm considering whether or not it involves that route, because there's no easy go around for this road. It's 3 miles north or south pretty much. Yeah, it's probably an extra mile and a half north and then back south, or a mile and a half south and back north. Is going to cost me an extra 3 miles, which in this traffic this time of day is going to cost me an extra 10 to 15 minutes on a delivery going up this road. So you don't always get to know when there is bad traffic, but if you did notice something, then take note of it and then reroute around it. Fiero. I feel like I should roll the R on that. Fiero. So appreciate everybody being here. We are rocking and rolling. We're starting the day, I don't know, yeah, we're somewhere between like $50 and $60 from our breakfasty lunch orders that we did today. Got a new video up on this channel about how to protect your mental health even while you're in debt, because it's kind of a big thing. And so it's definitely something I've had a battle on and some lessons I've learned that I wanted to share with you guys, because if you're struggling with debt right now, I know the pain. I'm living in the pain, but I'm also, I believe, like, I don't know if this is true or not. By the way, the traffic is backed up all the way down here. This is really bad. I mean, the traffic is backed up so far. So it pretty much knocks out almost any order going that direction, for sure, on DoorDash. And then on the other apps, I might call them and say, hey, I know there's a bad accident and that road is all completely backed up. And so I'm going to take an alternate route just so they don't panic. So that's what we got. But we're rock and roll. We can take any and all of your questions about side hustles. I'll do my best to answer them for you. And if I don't know, I'll try to get you resourced to somewhere that you need to go. I also did put up my first New York Mets long form video on the new sports channel. So that is Metropolitans, New York Mets, and Miami Dolphins, Metropolitans channel. I can throw a link up there next time we stop. Toyota or Hyundai? Yeah, those are good options. Good options for a car that'll last a really long time, because that's, if you're trying to help someone get a car, Not bad. All right. I'm gonna take this order because we don't have to keep it if we find something better in between. It's $10 for 5 miles from Chick-fil-A in the mall on Grubhub. So it's not a huge deal. I don't cancel much on Grubhub. I can't even remember the last time I canceled a Grubhub order. It's been months and months and months. So I have a cancellation in my pocket if I get something better. $9 for 7 miles on DoorDash is not better, so we're going to decline that. I got my acceptance rate up to 24%, but it's hard to get it much higher than that right now on DoorDash. I keep trying, I keep pushing, and I'm trying to take okay orders when it's not supper time. There's just not many of them. Not many okay orders when it's not supper time. And even when it is supper time, not many great orders. So on DoorDash, I'm trying to keep the completion rate there at 100%. And so I'm just definitely being mindful. I'm still cherry picking, okay? And I'm currently silver on DoorDash on the new program. So I'm silver on DoorDash. My acceptance rate is contributing 0 points to my total score. So it's all based off the other metrics. The biggest issue that we're having with this new program that's rolled out in Southwest Florida, we're one of the pilot areas, is that they do not give you enough time consistently to safely deliver orders. So we're gonna head towards the mall. We have this Grubhub $10 for 5 mile, but 3 of those miles we were gonna drive anyway. So it's really not that bad at all. And I don't have to turn off any of the apps for this. I can certainly stack. Depending on the app, I can stack, or I can ditch the Grubhub if I get a better order before I get to the mall when I get there. So please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let me see where we're at, because I know we gained. I think we were at 1677. That's where we started. That's where we are right now. So I don't know. Like 3 or 4 people said they subscribed. So I'm not 100% sure they were all telling us the truth here, but we're totally good with that. So let's try to get to 1680. Looking for 3 more subscribers and 5 more channel members here tonight. So channel membership, you should be able to find a link somewhere to hit that join button. I don't have the same controls in front of me as you do, so it's a little hard for me to say exactly where that would be. Or you can just be really nice and hope someone here will gift you a membership, because we have lots of generous people who have gifted memberships as well. So we've got options and opportunities for both of those things. All right, let's see. What's the next one here? $17 for 13 miles with a really bad drop off from DoorDash. We are going to decline that. And with that, we go from 24 to 23%. But like I said, again, we are completely good with this. I am not going to take bad orders to make DoorDash happy unless there's a benefit to me. So if I can use it to make content out of it, that's one thing for sure. Yeah, I'm learning. Oh no, you didn't. I appreciate it so much. And I'm going to tell you, it's a learned skill. So I would say this about other streamers. It's really hard to get used to this concept of talking to yourself. And I appreciate it so much. Oh no, you didn't. Am I supposed to pronounce the second D and didn't? Oh no, you didn't. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm not always good at it. You can watch some of my live streams where I probably go like 2 or 3 minutes without saying anything, and I'm trying to get better at this. It's just one of those. It's like a muscle you got to build as a content creator, and as a live streamer specifically. It's knowing what to say, trying to continue to bring your audience on, and also there's a hard thing that a lot of YouTubers haven't learned, which is just because it says 0 people watching doesn't mean it's actually 0 people watching. A lot of times I've been in rooms too where it's like, oh, nobody's watching. I'm like, I'm literally here watching, but you're not even engaging with me. So it's a learned skill, and you just have to want it. Like, you have to want it, but you also have to practice it. You have to push hard. And I mean, we have times where this room is absolutely hopping. I can't keep up with the chat. And then we have other times where there's like a lot of people in here. Nobody's talkative, maybe because everybody's doing a delivery, because we have lots of people who stream while they deliver. So they're not in a position to post and different things like that. And so, yeah, so that's what we're working for. So I appreciate it so much. And we're going, so we are on our way to Chick-fil-A in the mall with a Grubhub. This is like 10 for 5, but we're gonna drive 3 of those 5 anyway. So it's more like 10 for 2, which is kind of a layup order. It's easy. But if we get something better between now and when we arrive at the mall, then we can hop on that. And if we get an Uber Eats or a second Grubhub, which sometimes even Grubhub will do an add-on, or we can potentially stack it as well. I probably can't stack it with a DoorDash, so if I get a DoorDash that's really good, then I will probably have to just ditch the Grubhub. So, ooh, that's a $40 Costco order. Must be going really far. Yeah, it's going 50 miles. I'm like, there's no way a $40 Costco order would make it over here unless it was really, really bad order. Nobody wants to drive 50 miles. What 50? How do you even drive 50 miles? Oh, that's so far. Imagine living 50 miles away from a restaurant or from a store for shopping, and it's a double. So there's 2 orders here. Living 50 miles away, and between the 2 of them, they tipped $11.57. Your nephew has a strong, wow, 270,000. Very nice. Yeah, it's I mean, it's definitely a practice thing. I do have a little history of public speaking, so that has definitely cut my learning curve with that, because I have done a fair amount of public speaking. I speak good. and I think there is that tension too, which is because I tend to be more reserved in person. Like, I'm not a go out there, go get them type of person. And trying to figure out that balance of like, I want to be real. I want to be, this is authentically me. Like, I'm giving everybody the real thoughts that are in my head, how I'm really handling it. And at the same time, even though if you like just see me in public, I'm not going to be the person who's just randomly chatting up strangers either. I'm kind of a teacher who has a mission. That's kind of the way I see myself. And then when I'm in the teaching context, the teaching mode, then I'm all in. I'm committed. I know what I want to teach. I know how I want to communicate it. I work to get better at communicating it, to improve those skills on a regular basis. And so that's kind of my groove. And so I try to push myself sometimes, but also I learn very quickly that, like, yeah, if I get too far out of my groove or too far out of my knowledge zone or my skill set, then it's definitely something that people can see. And there's an art, but there's been a couple of live streamers that I've been following, sports live streamers I've been following for a while, and I've been taking notes and actually listening to things like their cadence and how they do things, and just all the different things that they interject into the channel and all those things. And so trying to get better. It's definitely hard when you're doing it while doing delivery work too, because sometimes while you're doing delivery work, there's just other tasks that come up that have to be taken care of. And the side part of that is then just let people know what's going on. Like, okay, hey, I gotta go do this, or I'm gonna be back. Because other streamers do that all the time. They, hey, I gotta go, I'll be back in 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. And so it's just about learning how all this works. And anybody who thinks this is easy to do on a regular basis, well, for a handful of people, maybe it is. But the vast majority of people who say like, oh, this is super easy, they've probably not actually tried to do it. And I would say it's probably the hardest when that number says there's 0 people in the room with you. But that's when you put in the reps. You put in the reps when nobody is watching. Literally, a lot of times when nobody is watching. And you just keep putting in the reps, figure out how to make it a little bit better, shave things off. Like, I've been working on my closings on all my long form videos, like how to end my long form videos better. Because I want people who, first of all, I want people to stay to the end. And second of all, I want people who stay to the end to want to stay to the end. and not be like, oh my goodness, why does he keep going on and on and on and on? I want to be like, boom. So I'm trying to, I don't want to quite say it's a surprise ending, but this idea, like, you don't need to summarize anything. If someone wants to go see something, they're going to go back and rewatch it. And that's what good timestamps will do for you. They'll kind of fix that thing. Yes. Yeah, I know other places, and my goal is to move away from doing this on a regular basis. I'm trying to make the move from doing gig delivery work as my full-time to YouTube, eBay, Amazon as my full-time, or as my, not full-time, but as my primary income stream. So I'm trying to make the switch, but while I'm making the switch, I'm doing that as well. So, but appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. So that does put us up to the 1678. So we're looking for 2 more subscribers for the channel, as well as 5 more channel members. I'll double check that number, make sure that we're still at the 15, but our goal is to get back to the 20 channel members. Yeah, we're at the 15 still, so we're looking to add 5 more channel members at 2, 5, or 25, and 2 more subscribers to get us to 1680. That 1700 is getting closer and closer, and then I've got my eye just around the corner for that 2,000 subscribers. So we're watching. We're not going to talk it up too much yet. We got to put in some more work. But we're watching for it. I'm thinking end of February, maybe. End of February, something like that. The other reason we took this order, not just because it keeps us busy and gets us delivering something, but we also took it because we had all that bad traffic going the other way. This gets us pretty far away from that part. So, and then we're going to have the pickup and the delivery, so it's going to give some time for that accident to clear. And I would imagine I probably wouldn't get an order taking me that direction until close to 6:15 to 6:30 at the earliest, so that works out pretty well. All right, we can try something that I've never done, especially since we're going to the mall so early in the stream. I'm going to try bringing you guys in the mall. It is very possible there will not be signal in the mall. However, my iPhone, my brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max that I just got to replace my iPhone 11 Pro Max that just died, it has been doing better, and it actually worked in the mall this morning, because this is where my catering order was picked up from, in the mall here, and it stayed on the whole time. So I'm going to try. We'll try the stream in the mall, try bringing you guys in. See if it works. Maybe it's gonna work. We just got to run in to Chick-fil-A, and I'm assuming the order is going to be ready. We took this, we were like pretty far away, but this is Grubhub. Grubhub doesn't really care that much about how close you are to the pickup location. It just doesn't seem to be something that's super important to them. Even the mall parking lot's pretty empty tonight, so I think we made a good choice taking this order. All right, we're gonna try it. First time ever I'm bringing you guys into the mall. So let's go. Let's go to the mall. Gonna mark ourselves as arrived on the Grubhub app. Then our drop-off is like, it's really not far. Maybe it was more like, oh, just got a notification that the order was marked as ready. 1 nugget, 1 sandwich, and 3 waffle fries. So we're going in. Still got a little blue sky, still got a little daylight here. It is 5:42 in the evening, so we're gonna do that, and we are gonna hop into the mall. Chick-fil-A in the mall.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a great night.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you. Oops, sorry. Hit the mute button. Thank you, IDGAF. Appreciate it. Sorry. Hello, picking up for Raquel.
Give me 1 second.
All right, thank you. Sorry about that. Trying to juggle the two phones. Thanks for the heads up. Seriously, I always appreciate it. Always, like, if occasionally I put it on mute on purpose, but most of the time it's by accident. Fat fingers and all that. So it's pretty easy to do. All right, they said it was ready, but they're taping it up now. So we're gonna have it, and it's delivered right across the street. Bob Barker. Thank you so much. The price is right. Let's have a little fun. I have no idea. There's nothing on here. What do you think? 3 large waffle fries, a deluxe chicken sandwich, and probably like an 8-count nuggets. What do you think that costs at Chick-fil-A? To the nearest dollar without going over. I would say the fries are probably like $3.50 a piece, right? That'd be like $10.50. The sandwich has got to be at least $5. That's the deluxe, probably $16.50. And then the nugs, they got to be $5. So this is like probably a $25 order. 20. I'll go 22. I have no idea. I'm just guessing for myself. So, totally random guess. All right, as you can see, we still got a little bit of blue sky left here. Hanging out down in Southwest Florida. Yes, I am wearing a sweatshirt in Florida. It's a real thing. There's just like there's a hint of coolness in there. It's not really cold. It's not cold like what we had. It's not even Florida cold like we had last week where it was in the 40s. Just like low 60s with a bit of a breeze. We saw a Chipotle, which is across the street for DoorDash 7 for $5. But not worth grabbing. There's no way we could have gotten in time. So I just paused DoorDash. Once I got this order, I paused DoorDash, and then we'll turn it on as soon as we get this delivered. DoorDash metrics are super crazy in the updated system. So I'm just doing food delivery right now, Bob Barker. So we're just out here, but also answering anybody's side hustle questions as we go. So basically the goal of this channel is move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. And so that's what we're here to do. So if you got any questions, anything you want to talk about that's just like any area of your life that's not the way it wants to be, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to set you guys on the roof for 1 second just so I can get this all rearranged. So have fun looking for drones in the sky. There we go. Yeah, I'm working, but I'm working, but also helping people in the vibe of this channel too. So it's a twofer. So yeah, we're grabbing somebody else's food delivery, but at the same time trying to reach out, share the message that we got here with this channel. What makes us uniquely us, with other people who are doing that. We've got a lot of people, probably they'll be coming in over the next little bit, but who do food delivery and gig delivery work, but we also sell on eBay, sell on Amazon. I appreciate it so much, Bob Barker. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're enjoying the vibe, no matter who you are, if you're enjoying the vibe of the channel, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are trying to get to 1680 for subscribers for tonight. We're looking for 2 more subscribers and 5 more channel members. We're trying to build this channel up so it can be a way to help support my family. I've got a goal. My wife is currently working right now to help us get out of debt, and she's going to work she's working this school year. She's a teacher's aide. She's going to work next school year. Our goal is that after that, she will not have to work for anyone, and that she can be doing this. You've seen her on some of our videos. If you've watched some of it, she's an amazing cook. And I want to be able to help feature what she can do. She even took my chicken broth, which I'm having tonight, and completely doctored it up. And it is like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like liquid rotisserie chicken is what it tastes like. It is just absolutely amazing. All herbs, spices, seasoning, and all sorts of things like that. All right, so the good news is for this drop off, it's really quick. It's 1 mile away. It's in a great zone, dropping it off right where we're trying to go and keep us in this main downtown area where we get most of our best orders from. So our goal is, obviously we want to make money, but we're also trying to minimize miles. Make money, minimize miles. I like it. Mama Wrench, how's it going? Be a smarty, like and subscribe, become a member. Absolutely. Like, subscribe, memberships. We're looking for 2 more subscribers, 5 more channel members. Car maintenance each month. I mean, it just it varies wildly from month to month. That's a great question, Texas Carnage. So I'm driving an 04 Pontiac Vibe. It is our only car right now. We're working towards a second car. That's where every dollar that comes in through YouTube we're setting aside for a second family car. But yeah, it just varies. Some months, pretty much all I'm doing is like gas and maybe an oil change. Other months, there can be major car repairs. So, hey, appreciate it so much, Bob Barker. I love the name. You know, we get to see lots of cool and unique names in here, but I've never had Bob Barker in my chat. So I grew up, the best part of being sick when I was a kid was staying home and watching Price is Right. That was the best part. Like, I may have even faked being sick once or twice as a kid to be able to watch Price is Right. KC, good evening. Sorry, I missed you when you came in the chat. Oh man, you guys are hitting up with awesome questions. Okay, let me finish Texas Carnage. Steve, thank you so much for that question as well, and welcome to the chat. I'll get to you in just a second. So it's wildly. So I recommend everybody have a $1,000 emergency budget, like a $1,000 emergency, savings. But if you're going to be a gig delivery driver, I recommend you have another $1,000 in emergency reserve. So if you're going to start as a brand new gig delivery driver, I think you should set aside your first $1,000 for car repairs before you spend any of it, before you spend a penny of it. Just get that first $1,000, get it set aside, because you got to be able to stay on the road, whether that means using that money to rent a car so you can keep delivering, or whether that means you can take your car in to get it repaired. So I've been on a pretty good streak here for the last few months of not having to do anything major, but like I had a full air conditioner repair, and then they had to repair the air conditioner repair and other things. So this is a 2004 Pontiac Vibe with 232,000 miles on it. So, yeah. Steve, Do I do shop and deliver orders? So the answer is yes, but sparingly. Okay, so specifically on Uber Eats and DoorDash. I am also an Instacart and Shipt shopper as well, so I have both of those at my disposal. Obviously, if I'm taking those orders, I'm planning on doing shop and deliver. But the software for shop and deliver on Uber Eats and DoorDash, I do not like at all. It's not easy to do substitutions, replacements. Uber Eats is probably the worst, but DoorDash, in my opinion, is not far behind. Shipt is by far the best shopping app, in my opinion. So I do it, but I try to make sure that they're really good. I have a principle that I use for trying to determine the best. I think it's this one. Let me make sure. I think this is the right house here. I hope it is, because I'm kind of driving in their driveway, but I can't really see from where I am. Hang tight 1 second, everybody. I want to finish my thought. Is that right? Yeah, this is the right place. Okay. Good evening, Savage Batman. I will be right back with all of you. I'm going to finish my thought because I got a video reference that I put on the channel for people who are looking to do shop and delivers on these apps and not exactly sure the best way to do it. So hold on 1 second. All right, that is dropped off and we are good to go. I gotta get out of this person's driveway, but we're gonna. So yeah, so the formula, if you're kind of new to deliver orders, I got a formula that I used. I still use it. I will break the rules, and I in the video I explained the times that I kind of break the rules, but 1, 2, 15. I want at least $1 an item. I want at least $2 a mile, and that's especially on Instacart. On DoorDash and Uber Eats, it's a little less important because sometimes if it takes you to a good delivery zone, then that's maybe a little less important. But $1 an item, $2 a mile, and $15 per order, unless it's something like super simple. So a shopping order is almost certainly going to take you a half an hour. That's what I just figure in my head. On average, it's like, yeah, sometimes you might be faster than that. But other times, you can get stuck waiting for replacements, waiting to hear from the customer, different things like that. So 1, 2, 15. $1 an item, $2 a mile, $15 or more per order. That's like a baseline. Obviously, if you can get more than those or get better, that's great. And sometimes it's worth it. Like sometimes I'll do a quick little $10 shopping order if it's for 3 items. Or if it's at the end of the day and I need, $8 to hit my goal, I'll do a quick little Walgreens order or something. But just in general. And then especially at mealtime, so at supper time or lunchtime, I'll be a little more likely to hold to those rules. We're in the middle of the afternoon. If it's 3 in the afternoon and there's nothing crazy going on, then I might take an order like that. That's not quite as good at that. So hope that answers it for you, Steve Williams. Thank you so much for doing that. So we're at 1,679 subscribers. We just need one more to hit our goal for the night, which is pretty awesome. Only 40 minutes in and have our subscriber goal already knocked out. You guys are awesome. We're going to head towards downtown, specifically towards an area that we know as Magic Dumpster. Magic Dumpster is a place that we go to sometimes get good orders. It's a dumpster in an alley behind a lot of high-end restaurants. So we're gonna go head in the direction of Magic Dumpster right now. You can get your Magic Dumpster merch. I'm gonna get my Magic Dumpster shirt here soon in the next couple weeks. now that I finally have a new mailbox open. So looking forward to it, and maybe just wearing the Magic Dumpster merch is going to help me get more orders. We got more police up ahead. There are police cars out everywhere tonight. Accidents everywhere tonight. Another accident or something going on. Alright, past all of that mess, we're gonna see what we got. Alright, gotta get DoorDash back on here. All the apps are like going weird on me tonight. Let's go. We gotta make some money, apps. Let's go. Make me some money. So hope everybody is doing well tonight. We are pretty close. I wonder what time sunset is. Let me find out. What time is sunset? At 5:56. So we just had sunset, but it's still light here. So that means sunset's going to be after 6 soon. That's very exciting. And then soon after that, the times will change. I think we changed clocks in March. Then sunset will be after 7, and then it'll be like after 8 for a couple of months. I'm looking forward to it. It's just not that bad. I understand those of you who live up north, because I used to live up north, those short days and sun starts setting at like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's so depressing. But down here, like, it's the worst is like the first month that we change clocks, whatever, like November into December. But then you just kind of have like all the Christmas and New Year stuff, and then by the time you get to mid-January, it's like, oh, the sun's staying up a little bit later and later and later. So it's only one real bad month of darkness with a time change. Hello, darkness, my old friend. So when we park at Magic Dumpster, I'm going to throw up a link for the new sports channel that I have started. I got my first New York Mets related long form video up today on there. So we're trying to get that channel to 50 subscribers as quick as possible so I can start vertical live streaming on there as well. And so if you are interested in sports, specifically baseball and football, that's going to be our primary coverage on there. But if you are interested in sports, we can certainly talk it in here because got nothing else to do while I'm out delivering. But that channel is gonna be dedicated to sports talk. So I'd encourage you to go sign up for Metropolitans, mix of the New York Mets and the Miami Dolphins. Metropolitans. Working on your first 10. Just put in the work. Do that work. It's a lot harder when you can't vertical live stream, Savage. The first 50 is tough. First 50 is tough. I did a Deion Sanders short, and that actually did pretty well. It didn't get any subs. I got 500 views, so I was pretty happy with 500 views on a new channel. So Deion Sanders, I want Deion Sanders to the Cowboys. Do you want Deion, Savage? You have way more invested in it than me. I just want it for the absolute clown show that I know it'll be. Deion Sanders in professional football is like, make it so good. I think he will. I think the reason that they fired McCarthy is because Deion's coming. That's actually if I wanted to have a conspiracy theory about it, I think the reason they didn't fire McCarthy right away was because you gotta have someone to replace him with that you want. And then I think they found out Dion's available and willing. And that's my guess. Can't prove it. Just a guess. Just a guess. We'll see if I'm right eventually here or not. Looking for one more subscriber and 5 more channel members. Do you think, it means less in the NFL, but do you think players would be swayed to play for Dion? You think like a free agent would be like, hey, they both look pretty good. They're both offering me the same contract. But they have Dion, so I'm more willing to work for him. I don't know. I think there'd be a, maybe not all players, I think there'd be a certain group. There's probably a certain group that'd be like, yeah, I don't want to play for him too. We're going to go try to park by Magic Dumpster if we can. What's Grubhub sending us? $12 for 8 miles, but we're not by that restaurant. We just got here. I think we're going to pass on this. My goodness, Magic Dumpster went on a bender over the weekend and still has not been cleaned up. Check this out. There's Magic Dumpster. There's a full pile of trash to the left and a full pile of boxes and stuff, and he's overflowing. And then that's, you're looking towards the sunset. We're losing light fast now. We'll probably get pretty dark in the next 5 to 10 minutes. More likely. Is Dallas gonna go crazy and trade up for Shador? Dak plus draft picks to someone like the Jets? Who's got the number 1 pick? You go something like Dak and some draft picks to trade for the number 1 pick to snipe Shador, excuse me. Tennessee? Would Tennessee take Dak Prescott for the number 1 pick plus some other draft picks? Dak a first, third, and maybe like a second from the following year? I think they might do that. I wonder if that's the play here. Because that's the type of thing I could see Tennessee doing too. Because they took Tannehill in a similar situation. Now, I think that might have been a free agency, not a trade. But I wonder if you could see something like that. I wonder. All right, so we're just kind of stuck here, waiting for some orders. All right, I got to make a phone call really quick. Hold on. All right, I just found out that my son was on the wait list to get in for a spot for Little League, and the spot just opened up because a kid got injured. I gotta call my wife. Hold on, sorry to interrupt this. This is like really important, exciting news. All right, sorry, we just had like very exciting news. So it looks like there's going to be baseball in in our house this spring. We were still kind of up in the air, and the opportunity just came up, and so very excited about that. So, all right, that being said, there are no orders coming in. So it's been so dry and dead out here for like the last week here. So the only thing I can think to do is the same thing I keep thinking of, which is just keep going. So keep moving. Moving seems to do better. Even when we were moving before, we were seeing more orders than when we were sitting. And I'm a firm believer in these apps. If you sit more than about 5 minutes and you're not getting anything, it's probably best to at least reposition yourself. You don't have to move far. You don't have to go like 20 miles or anything, but even just drive across the street, show the apps that you're not just sitting there and scrolling and doing nothing. I mean, as soon as we moved, we got an Instacart. So, not necessarily one that we're going to take, but we got an Instacart. So, I think that's a big thing with that. So, hello, welcome to everybody. Sorry, I'm like really excited. So, I'm to the point in life where I don't get excited for me anymore. I just get excited for my kids and when cool things happen with them, for them, to them. Because that's just like a big part of being a parent. You just want the best for your kids. So, hope everybody's doing well. We've done one delivery, which was Grubhub, and that's what we basically did in our first hour. So we're going to just kind of keep moving, try to reposition ourselves, see what we can find. Thank you, Savage. Appreciate it. I mean, there's still a little paperwork, so it's still not officially official, you know, so it's kind of like still keep your fingers crossed and all of that. But, yeah, still exciting. But I reached out, pushed hard, kept the connection open. I'm going to share, it's kind of a good thing, like how to not be pushy, but still keep the windows and doors open for opportunities. Oh, thank you so much, Savage. I appreciate it. I haven't even gotten through to getting everything up, so I've only been pushing it in these lives so far on here. I'm going to just let it be individually discovered for now and then, but because I just need to spend some time. I need to spend a day to get all the banners and all the homepage stuff up. And so I just haven't had time to do that. But I'm also not going to wait to start building the content library, because it's like, look, this is the time. This is the time to get stuff out and get stuff discovered. Obviously, there's not going to be much Dolphins content, so most of my football content will be playoff content. And I'm not going to be diving deep into the draft or anything like that. I'm just going to stick mostly with sports that are active, ongoing, or just about to start. So we'll kind of be diving more into spring training and, of course, free agency signings and stuff like that as time goes by. I don't even know how that video did. I pretty much, sometimes I've been trying to get better at not babysitting my videos and just instead posting and walking away. And that's hard for me because I like to like babysit and watch and everything. But today I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to post it and walk away. All right, it got 4 views. We're going to take it one step at a time. All right, we are on our way somewhere. I don't know. We'll go sit at Turco Taco for a few minutes. We will go sit at Turco Taco. Hope everybody is doing awesome here tonight. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button as you're hanging out here with us. If you got any questions, we already answered a couple of good ones. So you got any side hustle questions, food delivery, eBay, Amazon, YouTube, trying to get started on any of those platforms, we want to help you with those things and do the absolute best that we can with all of that. Awesome. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, like, what's your sports content twist going to be? We're just sipping on some chicken broth. Sipping on some chicken broth. Sipping on some chicken broth and talking about Dak Prescott. It is just so slow. Where are the orders tonight? Anything. All right. Of course, Cowboys. Again, as a content creator, you got to be cheering for Dion to come on to the Cowboys because that's like unlimited content potential. All right, we're gonna find this parking spot right here. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna throw the link up to the new sports channel and we'll pin that. I forgot to do that before this stream, but we'll go do that just a second here. We're gonna try to find some orders after that. Looking for one more subscriber and 5 more channel members here tonight. All right. Let's see. What do I need to do? I need to go. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's do this. View channel. That's what I need to do. That's how I get there. I finally figured out how to get to my own live streams on a different phone. It took me a long time to get this figured out. All right, so there's that. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna pin it. Pin it to win it. There we go. That's the channel. 2 Metropolitans. If you want to do any sort of sports talk thing, that's the channel. We're trying to get up to the 50 subscribers here eventually. I have no idea what to do. This is just dead as can be. It's dinner time. Let's see. Where does it say it's busy? There. There. All right. I wanted to get that message pinned. Let's just, from this point forward, we're just going to stay moving for a while. We're going to stay moving. We're probably going to have to gas up tonight, too, at some point. Maybe at the end of the night. I don't even know what's the best app to try to keep open here. It's Instacart. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm doing right from the beginning with the new channel is I'm organizing playlists right from the beginning, but the content is a little easier to separate right from the beginning too. So all right, so the goal now, find orders. And if they're not where you are, you should probably just drive and try to find them. I mean, like, there's just nothing. Nothing's been hitting our phone at all on any of the apps. So that means that area is particularly dead. So we're going to drive, we're going to move, we're going to see what we can find. I'm very thankful that we got these catering apps. Definitely has helped balance out our income on the slower days. Gives me a little more freedom and flexibility. Thankful that I got 2 catering orders already lined up for tomorrow. $5 for 7 Mile on UberEats. We're gonna pass on that. We're gonna go see. There's just nothing out here tonight. We took that one order, made it feel like it was gonna be a really good start to the night, and that's just it. Everything fell off a cliff. Where them orders at? There's nothing in the south half of town. So we're just gonna move. We're gonna go through the central part of town, and we'll go to the north part of town, and then if there's nothing there, we'll just head back to the south part. Like, I don't care. We don't have to make like thousands of dollars tonight, but I gotta make 50, 60 bucks for supper for sure. I might have to deliver more than what I planned. Maybe I'll cut tonight early. Get some more things done at home that I was going to do tomorrow, but kind of make that trade-off. Say, all right, I'm just going to have to deliver more tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to be out anyway early. My first pickup, my first catering order is 7:30, and that means we got to leave a little bit early too. 75% of cowboy content. Yeah. So I already did doing a 2024 NFL playoffs playlist. Good evening, midnight. Why do I feel like I should know that song? But like without the music in my head, I can't place it. When I saw Mama Told Me, I just went, Simple Man. My head went to Smash Mouth. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb, the shape of an L on her forehead. It's totally not the vibe you were going for, sorry. So we were rocking and rolling. We just found out that the Little League that my son was on the wait list for to get into, well, a kid got injured, is out for the season, and the spot opened up for my son. So I'm like, oh, it's such a bad drop-off. $41 for 23 mile on Instacart. But then you got to drive the 23 miles back, so it's not worth it. So I'm like super excited. I'm kind of like finding it hard to focus, especially with there not being like any order whatsoever worth taking. Really any order. I haven't seen an order on any of the apps for like 10 minutes in the middle of supper time. Yeah, I know. As I said, I was like, oh, cool. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. So, But I was kind of at peace with it, whatever had to happen. We knew he had a spot in his league from last year, but that league is just not good, and I don't think it was going to push him. And pretty much none of his teammates from last year were going to be back. And so this league, this is the all-star team from this league was the one that won the district championship last year. So I know he's going to be pushed. He's going to have to fight for playing time, which is what I want. Like, yes, I want him to play. I want him to get good experience, but I want him to have to fight. And I want him to know things aren't going to be just handed to him. And he's going to be starting from the very bottom and working his way up. It's what he's done pretty much every step of the way. So he jumped up to AAA, which is the 8 to 10-year-old kid league. He played in AAA as a 7-year-old. He made All-Stars in AAA as an 8-year-old, playing against mostly 10-year-olds. And now he's going to, as a 9-year-old, he's going into the best league in the district. And there's actually a chance that a couple of his teammates from last year are going to be on his team too. So I don't shy away from him failing. I would actually be more concerned if he just had nothing but an easy road and success. I want him to have to fight for his position. The bats. All right, so I just got into a text loop with whoever I need to register with. I might be calling for super chats to pay for registration. I have no idea how much this is going to be. I'm scared. Hoping it's going to be like under 300. Hoping it's going to be under 300. Hopefully it's, yep. I agree. And he doesn't even know, like, he knows there's a chance of tryouts this weekend. That was for the other league, but he doesn't know about this possibility here. And the thing is, like, he'd be trying out for a league where he'd probably be one of the best kids, and I don't think he's going to be one of the worst by any means, but I don't think he's not going to be shining above everybody in this new league. And so he's going to have to fight for playing time, which is good. I want him to fight. I want him to fight. I mean, he wants to play in the big leagues. I feel it's not my role to crush the dream. It's my goal to support him in that dream as long as it's the dream. And I'll just tell, based on what I know, this is what you should be doing. And then you either do it or you don't do it. But that's the way I try to handle things. Oh my goodness, the map is so, there's just nothing on the map. There's no red zones anywhere, guys. This is like worse than summertime. I just can't recall a night like this. Last year he had a 483 batting average. That was his batting average last year. He's not a power hitter. He's a fast singles and doubles kid. And he can steal bases galore. Yep, I'm getting all these text messages now from who's the lead registrant, from the coaches of his team, and all this stuff. Yeah, so he's still got to learn how to pitch. They started to work with him last year on pitching, and he's a lefty, so it's pretty much outfield, pitcher, first base. Those are the three. Team lefty. I don't know where he got it from. he just got, we just noticed right from the start, he favored his left and everything. Both of our younger two are lefties. I'm a righty, my wife's a righty. Our oldest is a righty, and then our next two were lefties. So I was like, you know what? Lefty is great. One of the best things about being a lefty in baseball is you're like 2 or 3 feet closer to first base. So it's just that much easier to beat out slow dribblers and ground balls to third and stuff like that, because you're just out of the box that much faster. Technically you're not facing the right way, but I don't think that matters too much for the first two acceleration steps. Oh, we got an order from the crust, and it's a 675 plus. Woohoo! We hadn't even made it to the crust yet. All right, we've been tracking all these times. GPS says I'm going to be there at 6:36. DoorDash is giving me till 6:40, so I got a little margin for that one here. All right. We got a plus. I don't think this is going to be anything huge. Wow. I just got a Grubhub, a DoorDash, and UberEats. All the orders in the north end of town. This is why you got to move. Just sitting somewhere isn't going to find you orders. We just drove like past a ton of restaurants. And no orders. And then as soon as we got to a different area of town, popping like crazy on all the apps, not just on one. And that's how this thing goes. Don't sit around and do nothing. Do something. And if you're sitting around doing nothing, then be productive with the time that you're sitting around doing nothing. All right, we're gonna just pause DoorDash for the moment. All right. Well, we're trying. We are trying. I'm not even parking in my normal spot because that's where I park if I am going to sit for a few minutes. But we're here. I'm going to grab this. Hey, I'm trying to bring you guys in a little more often. There's always a chance I got to mute you if they're playing music or whatever, but now, the only reason it looks blue is because it color corrects or what. We're trying to bring you guys with me, but then not always greatest signal in the restaurants, especially now. All right, let's go here. No receipt. Let's go here. Done. Confirm it was picked up. All right, get directions. Okay, this is the one I can't go the way they tell me to go. Gotta go. What time did they say? Let's see. All right, I got a 5-minute buffer on this one from DoorDash, so we should be able to pull this one off. All right, so that was from the Crust Pizza. We're gonna go get it dropped off. We've got to go about 1.5 miles. Sorry, it's a little intense traffic driving stuff here. So we got to go about 1.5 miles. Got to get through a gate, a guard actually, a guard for this one. How's it going, Vitalik? We just picked up from the Crust, our favorite pizza place. So we're gonna go drop it off at $6.75 plus on DoorDash. We were at the south end of town, there were just no orders, and then as soon as we got to the north end of town, just started getting slammed with orders. So we were just in the wrong place, and as soon as we repositioned, at least we got one more here. It's been slow though. Been a slow start to supper, and it's kind of almost over. We're gonna try to squeeze out $50 out of this tonight though, so we'll see how this one goes. We might have to go a couple hours. Got to be up early. I got a double catering tomorrow. I got a breakfast and a lunch catering. So if I don't get to the 50, I might just, call it early or whatever. So that is a possibility as well. And I just found out my son was on the wait list to get on a baseball team in the little league that we're districted in, but we moved kind of too late to get in, and a kid got injured and is out for the season, and so a spot became available, so I got to do all the work to get him registered. So that's also a tonight thing as well. So that's exciting news. Yeah, I know. That was the same thing when I heard it. I was like, oh man, I feel bad, but I'm glad that I did the work to get on the wait list. Glad I did the work to get on the wait list, so that way when the opportunity arose, he was there. So, because otherwise it would have been some other kid. So yeah, no, I was the same way. I was like, oh man. Go ahead. You're next. You guys not know how to use a four-way stop? Like crazy. Crazy people don't know how to use a four-way stop. I gotta get this pizza delivered. Somebody's hungry out there. There's at least 2 people who are eating food tonight. Might be about it, based on the amount of deliveries I'm seeing, but we're gonna still try our best to make them happy. All right, here we are. We're gonna come up to the gate here. Wow, everybody's coming in tonight. I wonder if everybody's just like getting home late. I'm seeing like tons of cars coming in, so maybe things are gonna spike here in the next little bit. I don't know what's going on. Words and stuff. All right, I'll probably have to mute again. It looks super red. Wow, that's really weird. There. Every once in a while we just have a day where the camera likes to freak out a lot. And today is that day. I'm gonna mute when I go through mute when I go through the gate. All right, have a good night. All right, gotta go find this. It says it's going to the 9th floor, so but I don't know for sure. Sometimes you end up just delivering it to the front desk. That's gonna put us in a big time crunch here. So we gotta find this place. Oh, we're about to make an eBay sale too. Someone just made an offer that I know I'm gonna accept. So, gonna at least make an eBay sale. We're gonna try to make some progress. Try to keep selling stuff. Get it out of the house. Want it gone. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. It's like a t-shirt for $6 and shipping, which is fine, like $6 plus $6 shipping. It's, in this particular case, it's not really about the money, it's just about getting the thing sold and not having it anymore. I cannot bring you in this apartment complex. I know for sure I'll lose you guys signal-wise. But I'll turn it around so you can kind of see a little bit. I know it's kind of hard, it's kind of dark, but there's like a big fountain right as you come in, and I'm gonna loop around. So that'll be one other thing I gotta do tomorrow or tonight, ship my eBay. All right, I'm gonna be back with you guys. I don't have time to put up sign because it's a DoorDash order, sorry. I'll be back with you shortly. Good evening, how are you?
Good. Griffith, crust pizza?
David?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I wasn't expecting you to be down here yet. I usually have the name ready. Sorry. Just gotta get a picture here real quick for you. Good to go. You don't have to be in it, unless you're posing for a...
So you do it regularly for crust here?
I do, I'm contracted through DoorDash.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what
so yeah, I mean, it's, I take, oh, sorry, I need one more. Yeah, so DoorDash, UberEats, it kind of whoever sends.
You're both, yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great night. All right, we're back. Thank you for the signs. He actually came down, so I didn't have to go all the way up to the 9th floor. So it was just $7. It was nothing crazy. Just kind of what I expected for a single pizza. $5 tip is pretty common around here, but it's good. We got it done. So I think that puts us at like $20 in an hour and a half. That's not a great pace. Not the pace that someone who talks about maximizing your money and income through food delivery should be on. But it's reality, and sometimes that's just what reality is. And we're good with that. We got UberEats back on. DoorDash never went off. At least we got it done in time. Honestly, at this point, any order on DoorDash I can deliver on time, I'm happy with. So, let's see if we can find $30 more. $30 more. Let's see if we can find $30, not 30 more. Because that kind of insinuates we have $30 tonight. Let's see if we can find $30. Where are we gonna go? So we could, well, I guess you just go back to wherever the order came from. That's all. That's my general piece of advice. If you got an order from someplace, go back to it. Seems to be it's like your best chance to get another order from somewhere, especially when it's slow. All right, we're rock and rolling. I did put out a new video, a new long form on the channel today. I was actually surprised that I had time to do it, but I did. And just 3 tips for keeping your mental health intact when you're in debt. But really, the 3 tips for keeping your mental health intact, it's not just for when you're in debt, it's really when you're in any sort of stressful situation. And it's some of the stuff that I've been practicing, so I hope it's helpful for you guys if you're stressed out about different things, and about how I keep going day in and day out, even when the mountain looks insurmountable, you know, even when the pile of debt is just overwhelming and would break people. This is how I get through it. And so it's like, I want you guys to be thriving, and even in the midst of negative things that face you and obstacles you got to overcome, because it doesn't matter what, as soon as I overcome this debt obstacle, there's going to be another obstacle, right? Like, that's just the way it is. You overcome the debt obstacle, there's going to be a new obstacle. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be another one. So I might as well, it's not so much about overcoming debt as it is about overcoming obstacles. This is kind of like a really broad range thing. I've been learning a lot, like just listening to people who have overcome situations similar to me. And that's one of the biggest things they said. Like, one of the biggest objections people make to, say, something like getting in shape is, well, I don't have time right now. And then they'll ask, well, like, is this a common occurrence? And they'll say, well, yeah, my life is busy. I just don't have lots of extra time. Okay, so how long are you willing to wait, till you actually have this time and different things? Like, the point is, if you can learn to get in shape now, when you don't have the time, then when you do have the time, it's going to be that much easier. And then the next time you're in a time crunch, it's not going to be that hard. Okay, it's slow. I'm going to take this one. I wouldn't normally take it. It's $9.60 for 2 miles on Uber. I try not to take Ubers for less than 10. We could cancel it too if there's any issue. But yeah, I'm taking it because it's been so slow. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Well, DoorDash is giving $8 for 5 mile double going to the same address, but that's really bad. That's a customer who's tipping that's $3 base pay, so they have a $5 tip between 2 orders. That's a bad tipping customer. And they're both from like nice restaurants too. All right, so we're going to keep it until or unless we get something better. And that's because I don't care so much about my completion rate on UberEats. I don't even know what it is. I should probably at least check that here. What is my completion rate or cancellation? I don't know what they call it on UberEats. We're going to do our best here. We got to stay busy, right? Like, it's going to be 8:30 soon, and orders are going to die out. And I'm not going to be doing late night tonight because I got to be up early. I definitely don't want to be going much past 9 o'clock. Why aren't you loading? UberEats froze on me. I'm not sure. Okay, listen, stop. It's like, I know you want to check your cancellation rate. What do I have to be above? Let's see. That's pretty high, actually. I've canceled 8 out of my last 100, but it's okay. Still gonna ditch it or wait for it. We can always, if it's another quick one, we can always do the other one first and then do the number. But 9 for 2 is not a bad offer. I just know that that's the most it's going to be. At least I've never seen a hidden tip on an order like this. Only if the customer actually adds a tip afterwards, which is pretty rare that happens. So we're gonna go get the Namba. The good news is it's not DoorDash, so we're not in a rush here. Bad news is we are in sketchy internet zone. I've been looking at all my different connectivity options, and I actually think my best option is to find out when I can when this phone will be unlocked, and then just bring it over to Verizon. Verizon on 5G is significantly better than Cricket. And Verizon on 5G is better than the T-Mobile I have in my car. So if that works, I can add a line probably to my Verizon for say $30. It would also give us an extra phone that if I ever needed to give one to my oldest daughter just to use for a day, she could have it. And I could cut out over $100 in expense a month. Well, net 70, right? But I'm paying like 50 for Cricket and 50 for T-Mobile, and I can ditch both of those and probably get a cheapo line, bring it over to Verizon. But I got to find out when my Cricket phone is no longer tied to Cricket. Once I know that, it's gonna, man, it might change here in the next week, and that should help with the connectivity on the streaming phone as well. And in fact, I might then make the new iPhone be the streaming phone, and then have the Cricket phone set as we're in the sketchy internet zone. I'm gonna leave you guys running. I will throw BRBs up this time because I got time to do that. I have time to breathe. I'm gonna stop the car because we are kind of near the end of gas, so I don't want to waste it yet. Sign fell down. All right, I gotta get back to my kids' coaches here really quick too. This is so crazy. Like, this all happening so fast. sushi dropped off here. We have to go 1 mile. Let's see which direction we're going. Oh yeah, just going right there. It's super close. This is good delivery. The sushis, they've been non-stop all night. I'm like, man, we just picked the wrong end of town. It's hard when you got a zone that's about 30 miles from north to south. Where you pick to set up makes a big difference. Good evening, Cat and Jack. It's been a long time since we've talked. I hope you're doing well. So my big personal news, my son was on the wait list to get into our ideal baseball league. And unfortunately, another kid got hurt and is out for the season with all the communications and everything that goes along with it. Like, here's the new coach, and this is when practices start, and all that. So, snowed in. Oh, that's all right. As long as you got enough food. If you got food and warmth and you're snowed in, it's all good at that point. So we'll do some. I'll do some streams from the ballpark this year. It's right downtown. The other good thing is when he has practice, I can literally go deliver. And so where he practices is right next to the mall, and where I like setting up at night for supper is right next to the mall. So not necessarily, that's not exactly where I want to be, but close enough. His practices will be right in our main delivery zone too. So we'll obviously cut back how much I can deliver, but we'll be able to do it. And then we already drove first mile basically to the restaurant. Now we got the second mile to get to the delivery. Good evening, Eric. How's it going tonight? It's been slow, but we're starting to pick up. Mainly because we repositioned the north half of town. We picked the wrong half. We picked the south half, and the orders came in the north half. But we found it because we kept moving. It wasn't gonna sit. Back to the main channel for Savage Batman. Na 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 na. Savage Batman. As soon as we're close here, we can turn DoorDash back on. Oh, not this one. This is not my turn. Has anybody seen if Grassi's come out with the scripted yet? I know it was coming out now. He said it's going to be the longest one ever. Oh no! Did it get stuck after the snow, or is it just snowed in and you couldn't get it out? I've had both of those situations, so. Is it busy by you tonight, Lisa? It's been dead here tonight. We're at 20. This is going to bring us to roughly 30. But I mean, it's 30 and we're basically at the 2-hour mark. Just so slow. But all the north half of town people said they've had orders all night, and the south half, I don't know. Or the apps just don't like me. That's probably true. They hear me speaking bad things about them. Kaylee's here now too. Everybody's showing up. We got a party going on in the chat. All right, well, I got to make some of the same some updates here. For those of you who have heard these before, I apologize. But all right, we do have a brand new video up in the chat about 3 ways to preserve your mental health when you're in debt, but it would also work if you're just under stress. Okay, so 3 things that I'm practicing to help keep my mental health clear even while I'm in debt. And some of it's stuff that you guys are probably familiar with, but hopefully there's a nugget or 2 in there that's going to be something new for you, something that can be helpful if you're kind of just either stressed out or is it this one? I can't tell which one it is. Is that you? I'm trying to figure out. Max? Sorry. Yeah, it's always so hard. I'm like trying to line up the mailboxes and
And he doesn't have his light on.
yeah.
I got you.
How are you doing here
Good.
tonight? Let's see. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite restaurants.
We've never eaten here, but I deliver
should
from
try
here all
it.
the time. What's
Yeah.
the best thing to get? The sushi or the
It's,
ramen?
Toshido peppers.
Toshido peppers.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And the Wagyu dumplings.
I always see people order the Wagyu dumplings.
You
So-
gotta get it, man.
All right.
Have a great night.
Sounds good. Thank
Appreciate
you.
Thanks.
Nice and friendly customer. Yeah, I'm not caught up on anything anyway at the moment, Lisa, either. All right, that only took us 13 minutes total, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna get myself turned around. Like, that's my favorite place to order from. Well, that's a good thing that you ordered from it. It's a good thing to order from your favorite places, for sure. Oh, nice. Add-on for 7 turned into 13. Nice. Well, I had one catering today. I have two I had a $40 catering today. I have a $22 and a $50 catering tomorrow. So catering has come back this week. Last week was bad. But catering orders are finally back. So I'm excited about that. I got to keep checking too. Sometimes I get Zifty notifications and sometimes they don't notify me at all. So, like the $50 one I got, I just accidentally got because I just check the app like every hour. So, all right. So, if you are struggling with your mental health, now again, this is not like deep, heavy mental health stuff. This is just like day-to-day mental health. Of course, if you've got major mental health things that require a doctor, I'm not telling you to skip doing a doctor or anything like that. But just in terms of like just the day in, day out balance and how I'm keeping my head balanced in light of all the financial pressures that are on me right now, and just kind of gave the three basic tips that I'm using for it and how that all puts together. So that's a new long form that I put up on the channel here tonight. I went up this afternoon. So I have that, and then I just found out my son was on the wait list to get into the Little League that was that we're districted for. Whoa, what is that? Oh yeah, that's what it is. $33 for 38 miles for PF Chang's. PF Chang's. Gotcha. Yeah. So we just found out tonight that one of the kids got injured, is out for the season, unfortunately. But the waitlist slot opened up, and I gotta actually go home and get him registered. So I'm just trying to get to $50 tonight at this point, roughly, not even exactly 50. Just looking for like 2 more $10 orders. I think I'm gonna just go back to Namba. They said they've been slammed, and it's pretty good. But yeah, anyway, so my son is going to be on a baseball team. It's going to be in a more competitive league. He'll still play against, and there's even a chance he's going to be on the same team as some of his teammates from last year who also switched to this league. So if you see me extra preoccupied with texting, it's because I'm getting all the email things and everything else with that. So all right, we're gonna go set up at Namba for a couple of minutes. here, see what we can find. Hopefully we're not too late. The other good thing, the other reason, and it's why it's just been, this town has been so weird for orders for the last week and a half. I don't know where to find anything. It's like all my normal hot spots are not working. And so I feel like I'm just trying to scrape together. Like, that's it. We're cutting you off for the year. I'll get caught up on chat in a second. I got to send a couple more texts too. All right, we're gonna just park right here for now, because there's a lot of different places or restaurants we could be taken to. Let's see what we got. All right, what do you got? I know Kat posted something. Let's see. Still play softball. Awesome. Sketchy internet zone. Sorry. That's what it is. Let me go see if I can find that video. Let me do this text I need to do really quick. They're right. They're like sitting right at the car. Don't know how to turn their own car alarm off. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. All right, I'm gonna go try to find your. Here's Johnny. Oh yeah, you gotta be safe. Here's Johnny for sure. We don't have any snow down here in Southwest Florida today, but I mean, I'm all about going out and making money when the money-making times are good, but safety trumps all of that. There's just nobody's pizza order is worth dying over. So, like, I delivered when we had hurricane stuff down here. I was out delivering as long as I felt safe, and the second I didn't feel safe, done. They'll either get their food or they won't get their food, but it doesn't have to be me. All right. It's been slow tonight. We've done 3. We basically made $30 in 2 hours on the stream. Now, you can kind of not count the first 15 minutes because I went live before I was in my main delivery zone. But still, we had 1 Grubhub, 1 DoorDash, 1 Uber Eats. Grubhub was like, what was the? I'll tell you exactly what the Grubhub was. Grubhub was 10. DoorDash was 7, the Uber Eats was 9, so we're at, like $26, $27. It's been, yeah, I mean, for this time of year in my market, that's really bad. So I don't know what's going on. But I did have a Zifty catering order for 40 at lunch today, and then did 1 breakfast order for 9 and had another canceled order. Got like 8-ish for the day. We had an eBay sale while we were sitting out here too, so that works. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm always trying new stuff. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. I don't have much more in me here though, just to be staying out here doing nothing. All right. So you said it was your last one, Kaylee, right? Good evening, Audrey. So yeah, I don't know too much if they send anything about the copyright side. Sketchy internet zone. Try. I guess you'd have to check the music that you use. Like the best things I can think of is the music that you use and then music that's playing in the background. By the way, the editing, the way you do the Instacart shopping and stuff is really cool, Kaylee. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not noticing anything yet, other than just potential music. It's funny, you can see people really like their sweet tea. Milo shows up in like all these orders. It's probably me. Probably me, Lisa. I am in sketchy internet. I'm right on the edge. I just can't find orders. I'm watching one at... Kaylee said she got a copyright violation on her last video, so I'm just watching it through while I wait to see if any orders come through. She's good. She's really good at her video editing. So, if you guys like Instacart, Walmart Spark ride-along videos, it's good stuff. So Instacart gave it to you on YouTube? That's interesting. Well, it makes sense that we have not been able to consistently find orders all night, and we still can't find them now. So, the only time we found orders the entire night has been driving. We've never found anything while we're sitting anywhere at all tonight. Oh, I've not had Walmart Spark. So that's one I've been on the wait list to get on and have not made it on so far. All right, well, Kaylee, I don't know if you're still watching right now or not, but I just watched your most recent video. One of those, yeah, I know. I was seeing some of the orders getting better Instacart orders than I get too. So I think I'm just in the wrong market for shopping right now. But anyway, if you're watching Kaylee, the video is really good. The editing is really good. This is probably just old man eyes, but I would like to see what the original offer was. Of course, I watch everything on double speed, so then it was like too fast for me. So if I just watch at normal speed, it's probably fine. But yeah, the copyright, the only thing I could think of is if one of the songs that you used for some reason is copyrighted in YouTube's system. That's the best guess that I could give you as to why they copyrighted you. So YouTube ears are always listening. Like if it just catches a 5-second thing, it's probably not going to do much. But if you have a song that one of the ones you pick somehow just happens to be in their copyright database for whatever reason, that would be the most likely reason. But I don't know if they would send you something specifically on that or not. So we're gonna just start driving in the direction towards home because it's just slow. I don't know what else to. We're just gonna try to keep moving here. I'm really only looking for 2 more orders of $10 a piece, get to $50 for the night. There's just nothing coming to the phone on any app. Instacart's the only thing seeing anything, and those are just small. We're gonna move. Maybe I'll go, since it's slow, maybe I'll go get the gas now, because I do need to gas up. All right, let's do a little reset here. Sorry, my brain is like all over the place right now. I've got a lot of things going on in my head. You guys ever have that where it's like you just can't, there's more thoughts in your head? Yeah. At least the gears in my brain are. I feel like grinding when it comes to DoorDash should mean I'm at least being productive, but it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. All right, so So it's just been a super slow delivery night. We've been taking deliveries for about 2 hours straight. I just want to get $50 at this point because I got to be up early tomorrow, earlier than normal, which normal is like between 5 and 6, because I have a Zifty pickup at 7:05, so I can get there in time, or even drop them off, leave it home at 6:45, drop them off at 7. And yeah, so I got a catering at 7:30, and then I got another catering, I don't know what time it is, around noon or something like that, which is a 50. So I got $70 in catering orders set up for tomorrow already, which is exciting. But my mind, so what's going on with my head, just so you guys know, it's nothing bad. But my son was on the wait list to get on a baseball team this year. And just found out that the waitlist spot opened up because some kid got hurt and is out for the season. So it's unfortunate for the kid, but fortunate for my son. And so there's just a whole bunch of things that I got to do regarding that. And it's exciting, but then it also means that our schedule is going to get a little extra busy coming up here. That's okay. We're going to just thrive on this. We're going to go. So my head is just like, I just want to get $20 more. That's all I want to do. That's like what my head is saying. I just want $20. $20, I can go home. And, but I do need to gas up. So I'm going to go check out Upside, see if we can find ourselves a little cash back here. We have like 2 Upside gas stations. They're both basically the same. 22 cents a gallon. We'll take that. We're going to get between like probably 9 or 10 gallons of gas. Get an extra $2 cash back. So yeah, if my head looks like it's in like 10 different places, that's exactly what's going on. It is in many different places. So we got a new long form video up, ways to protect your mental health if you're dealing with debt, or really it would also apply if you're just dealing with stress in general. I think I might actually add the word stress to the title because it basically is going to apply there as well. And so wanted to share some of the tips of what I've learned having been living in debt for a while, and a lot of people are kind of going through either debt or stressful circumstances and trying to work to keep making it better. So, but we are here at a gas station, so I'm going to go ahead and gas up. Major Patchouli, good evening to you. Hope you are doing well. So yeah, just tell DoorDash to send me a good one here. Give me one good one. I wanna go home. I just wanna go home, 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 just wanna. I saw in the back seat of the car earlier today, the kids have made just a total mess back here. So I'm going to at least clean up a little bit of it. All right, so we're gassing up, and then we're gonna just see if there's anything. It's just silence. Well, silence on the apps at least. Don't mind the trucks that are racing down a 35-mile-an-hour zone. All right, let's see, we're gassed up. All right, this particular gas station for Upside, I have to actually take a picture. Most of the time you don't. Oh yeah, and then I gotta scan it with Fetch too. Get my Fetch points. Gonna be time to cash myself in on a new gift card for Fetch. It's probably gonna be Amazon. I'm gonna make an Amazon order. All right, well, I don't know what else to do. We haven't seen any order for a long while. We're gassed up, so ready to go for the morning. I'm gonna maybe just run past downtown. I don't even know if I'm gonna go all the way to downtown. I'll run past the mall, see if anything hits there. And if not, I think I'm gonna just head home. It's like, I wanna make money, but you can't do anything if they're not even giving you options. So, we got a cleaned out backseat of the car. We got the car gassed up, so we're ready to go for tomorrow. We got 2 catering orders already lined up for tomorrow. All right, DoorDash just sent us $15 nothing great about that. So we're going to decline that. Because then I got to drive most of those miles back to get to my house. So it's like $15 for 22 miles or something like that. Remember, you got to always calculate not just the miles from where you are to the pickup to the delivery, but then also to wherever you need to go to get another order or to get home. And it's just not busy tonight. That's okay. I'm not going to fight it. I've got stuff to do at home, and I guess this may be the sign. It's just time to go home and do some things at home. So thank you for hanging out with us. We've got new long-form content up on the channel. So we've got that going. We hit our subscriber goal for tonight, which is pretty awesome, which was 1780. We ended out over that. Still looking for 5 more memberships to get us up to 20 members again. So we're going to try to keep building that momentum. I got to remember to talk more about memberships. $5 for 8-mile shopping on DoorDash. That's also a really bad order, especially on a shopping order. Facial recognition. See, that's one thing people always talk about. Like, well, just shave your beard or something like that. I'm like, I did that. None of these apps would recognize me. $6 for 7 miles on DoorDash. These are all as a silver dasher here. They're not sending me anything. So we're finally seeing orders, but they're all just bad orders. Someday I'll be platinum again, but not today. Just hanging out at silver. I don't think that would have made too much of a difference tonight. Maybe we would have seen a couple more orders, but UberEats, $4 for 7 miles. It's just all junk, guys. It's either no orders or then when they start coming through, they're all junk. So, sounds like a sign to head on home. I'm going to turn DoorDash off at this point. We'll leave everything else on except for DoorDash. I got Instacart up on the screen in case something really good pops, but I just don't expect there to be anything that's really gonna get me super excited. So Grubhub, it's like $15 for 9 miles, but we're not near the restaurant and our home is not near the delivery. So that's a lot more miles total because we're going to be ending the night. Just one of those nights. Didn't work our way. Some nights are awesome and other nights are just like tonight. There's just some days you just make your money in the daylight, and other nights you make your money at night. So we made most of our money in the day today. We're gonna rock this place, head on home. Take care of some business. Maybe work on another video or something too, depending on how much energy I got. We'll be back at it tomorrow, bright and early. There's a 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. All right. Well, with where we're at now, there's really nothing in between us and home. No other restaurants. So we're going to turn everything off except for Instacart now. Turn all the restaurant apps are off. We'll just leave Instacart on. Last one, because I am close to Target and Costco. Here's Johnny. Audrey's wondering if you appealed. We are on our way home. On our way home. So that's what we got. So you guys got any other questions? Now's the time to ask them, because I'm going to be home in about 3-4 minutes. I'm pretty much toast. My mind is in 10,000 other places right now. Not that I don't care about you guys, but the brain is just on overdrive at the moment. So, very slow night. Kind of a nothing night. $30. Pocket change, not what we're going for, but we'll be back at it. We'll come back for redemption tomorrow. I got a feeling tomorrow is going to be a better day. All the way through. We'll be back at it, hopefully live for supper again tomorrow as well. So I appreciate all of you. Make sure you go check out the new videos on the channel. If you haven't seen the $700 in 24 hour, you should go check that out. If you haven't subscribed over to the new sports channel, I posted my first New York Mets long form video over there today as well. That's the pinned link and pinned comment in the chat. You can head on over there to sub for that. Otherwise, I really don't have anything else. I've got stuff I got to do, things to keep me busy. So I'm going to go, I'm going to push, and we're going to be out trying to make lots of that money over the next week. So just going to be pushing hard to do that. So I appreciate you all. And to all, a good night. Have a great night. See you later.